today I'm doing a video that I think will be really helpful for you guys, and I haven't done a video like this before, so I really hope you guys enjoy this one. So this is going to be, as you guys can see from the title, a school supplies that you need for school. So in the past I've done videos where I'm like things you need for school and things you don't need for school, but I feel like there's just so many things to think of that one video doesn't cover it all. So this video I'm specifying mostly just on school supplies. I'm also going to be doing videos on clothes you should bring and not bring. I'm also going to be doing things for your dorm, but this is specifically on school supplies that I use. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Lauren and I'm going to be making college videos, like back to school college videos, every single week until school starts. So if you guys have any video requests that you want down below, or any extra tips or school supplies you would like to add to this video, definitely leave those down below because I respond to comments on every video and I love sharing any back to school tips with you guys, and I would like if you guys shared some back. So anyways, without further ado, let's get started with the video. So the first thing that I wanted to start out with was sticky notes and also these little like sticky flag tab things. So I love these so much, especially if you want to bookmark things, like maybe something in your notes, or maybe you want to bookmark a book. These little tabs are really, really nice. So I got these from like Staples. You can get them anywhere, but I really like these because if I'm going through really long readings or books, these just help me find my pages so much more easier. And I also am obsessed with post-it notes because I'm very forgetful when it comes to a lot of things, so I really like to just write things on post-it notes. I always find myself gravitating towards post-it notes and just writing something really quickly down and like leaving it on my desk or leaving it on my binder or notebook just to like remind myself of something. The next thing is a flash drive / Google Drive. So I always have to do PowerPoints, I always have to write papers, and mostly everything you do now is going to be online. So I personally used a flash drive a ton freshman year, but now I'm using Google Drive more, which if you guys don't know what Google Drive is, if you have like a Gmail account, like a Google account, you get Google Drive and it has PowerPoint, Excel, and Microsoft Word on it. It's like Google's version. So you pretty much can get all those applications on your Gmail, which is really nice, and they save automatically. So let's say you like lose a flash drive or something, you can't get your stuff back because it's on this flash drive. But on your Google account, you can log on to it whenever you want on any computer. You guys probably know what Google Drive is, but I'm just explaining it just in case. But I always use that, even though it's not like a physical school supply, it is something that I use a ton. Number 3 is a 5-subject notebook. So obviously you're going to need a notebook for school. I never really find myself using binders personally. Never actually really used a binder in college at all, or composition notebooks. I always use spiral notebooks. I think these are the best, and I always get a 5-subject one because I think it's easier to have all of your classes in one notebook as opposed to having like 5 different notebooks, because I feel like that could actually be more annoying because you could forget a notebook in your room, or you could bring the wrong notebook to class. But at least with one big notebook, even though it's chunkier, all your classes are going to be in here. So if you have back-to-back classes, that's easy because everything's in here. I just find it so much more convenient. Number 4 is highlighters. This is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to be doing a lot of long readings and stuff like that where you're going to have to like analyze text. I don't know. I just like highlighters. I also like to use these when I take notes to just highlight important information that maybe a teacher emphasized will be on a test, or maybe highlight definitions. I just love using highlighters for so many different reasons. So I do it for that, and I also, like I said, highlight you know, text if I'm analyzing it or something like that. So love these. Number 5 is index cards. So again, a lot of your like intro classes are going to be a lot of just like memorization in my opinion. So if you have a lot of classes where you're going to have to memorize a lot of definitions, a lot of terms, I just love flashcards. I think the flashcard method, it's really traditional. And I personally just use flashcards all the time, or even using flashcards for presentations. I personally don't use it for presentations. I just kind of memorize everything and do presentations, but some people feel a lot safer and a lot better just using flashcards when they're presenting. So I personally think these can be, again, very multi-purpose, and I use these a lot in college. Number 6 is using really good pens. So if you guys know me and you've been watching me for a really long time, I always rave about these pens here, and I love them. They're the Pilot G2 pens, and these are the 07s. So they have different like ink numbers. So I like the 10s, which are really, really inky, and then these are the 07s, which are really nice. They're really good. They're gel pens. I think gel pens just write smoother, and they're just better for taking notes. I also just get a huge pack of Bic pens as well, but these are my favorite ones. I'll get like 2 or 3 packs. These are a little bit more money, but I just personally like using these pens. Next is a multi-pocket folder. So I've been using this folder now for like 3 years, so you've probably seen this folder if you've been watching me, but it has, I think, 5 or 6, I think 6 pockets in it, which is crazy. So I can keep all of my subjects in here as well. And personally, a lot of my classes, a lot of the stuff is online, not really in paper, so this doesn't get that full that quickly. But if you do get a lot of paper in your classes, I kind of just keep all my recent notes. Alright, my next thing is a planner. If you guys have been watching me again for a long time, I really emphasize planners. Planners are so great for college because they'll help you remember everything, especially ones with monthly calendars in them. So all of my stuff just have monthly calendar, and then they just have weekly calendars, so you can write down all your homework, all your assignments, when everything's due. In the beginning of every single semester, I go through all my syllabus and I write everything down for the whole semester in all my monthly planner, or all my monthly calendars in my planner. So I won't remember, or I won't forget it, because I feel like I will never remember when an assignment's due like 2 months from now. And sometimes you can lose your syllabus. It can be hard to remember to check your syllabus. So if it's in your planner and on your calendar already, it's kind of ingrained in your head. So I personally think having a planner is really important because you can help keep really organized. And this one here is from Vera Bradley, this planner, and it's really cute. So I was gonna say my 9th thing is mini staplers / binder clips. Sometimes you're gonna have to staple things like papers or essays or projects or stuff like that, so I always find myself needing either binder clips or needing a stapler to do so. And sometimes I don't want to run to the library to staple things, so I just find it so much easier if I have these with me. So my last thing that I wanted to mention to you guys was a printer. So this one is very up to you. So personally, I've gone years without a printer and years with a printer. So my sophomore year I had a printer, and then my freshman and junior year I didn't have a printer. So I personally liked having a printer in my house because I was able to print things right there, but also my school isn't that big, so the library wasn't that far from my house. So if I did need to print something before class, it was like a 2-minute walk from my dorm. So it's really up to you how far the library or the closest printer is. If you have to pay for printing, maybe bring your own printer, but if you don't have to pay for printing, that's another thing. I didn't have to pay for printing. So after sophomore year, I didn't bother like buying more ink and stuff because it just added up to be more money than me just doing free printing. But definitely just keep that in mind and see if you need one. So I definitely wanted to bring that to your attention. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And again, leave some questions and comments down below that you have, or any other school supplies that you use that I didn't cover. You guys can definitely leave that down below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.